It is April. It is June, sorry. June 2nd today. I've had this guy for over 2 months. I got it end of March. And now we're in June. And it's not wanting to focus. I need to try it. My sister really hyped it up because her friends are in love with it. Is it wanting to focus? Maybe. Kinda, there we go. The Medicube. Still can't see it. Anyway, we're gonna do a review. This is my makeup before I take off my makeup with Mary Kay products. So this is what we're looking at. You see a blemish here at the chin, a bump with no tip, the start of a deep pimple. I have had a couple by my eyes that I picked. I've been stressed. I pick when I'm stressed. I find when it's not even there. It's crazy. And then I've had probably just a couple around my mouth area because I play with my mouth sometimes just with my grimy hands. But yes, so this is what we're looking at right now. Okay. And of course, naturally, as soon as I turn off the camera and have a closer look in the mirror, I realized there was indeed, in fact, a tip to the zit. So I played with that when I probably shouldn't have. But anyway, moving on. So Mary Kay moisturizer, will not be putting this on. I did the eye makeup remover. I did the facial cleanser. But I'm not going to be doing the moisturizer by Mary Kay because we are opening this bad boy up and going to see what it's all about. Okay, Medicube Zero Pore Pad 2.0, Direction 1. After washing face, use embossing side of pad to gently wipe facial skin from center to outward as a first step in skincare. 2. Use opposite side of pad to wipe facial skin once more. And then 3. Gently pat to absorb any extra toner on face. Then close the lid after use to prevent pad from drying. Okay, so basically my face is washed. And then you're going to want to go from center to outward. And then opposite side of pad to wipe. To do it again. How do I do this right? Okay. Can't very well leave you hanging. Not after that, right? Okay. I already forgot what I'm doing. Let me skim and scan again. Okay. Okay. Oh my. Little tweezers. What the hell? Are you seeing this? So it says, with the tweezers, right? It says open. And then like a little swirl, like ice cream. Okay, that's opened, I guess. And then I just get one of these. My sister said don't do this every day or every night. Do not do it too often. Okay, I have one here. I can see why they would want you to use the tweezers because sanitary, gotta be clean. So I guess, how do I know which is the right side? I think it said embossing, so that should be the bumpy side. Yes. I'm kind of scared actually. I hope it's not like too drying. My sister said my nephew, well, like her oldest, he even tried it and he had a few pimples. The next morning, gone. The night of, he had them. The next day, gone. That to me is wacky. Obviously, don't want to get too close to the eyes, but that is where I get them sometimes. It doesn't sting or burn. It has a slight smell to it, but it just smells like cleaning products, but not in a bad way. I'm glad I don't have any more bangs. Bangs anymore. Okay. Do the forehead. And then we'll do, I guess, it doesn't matter what side, right? Because you even said in the instructions, didn't it? Like to use the other side, to do it again. Am I overthinking this? I'm always overthinking. kind of doing my own little take on it, but yes, anyway. It is done. Okay. Results possibly perhaps in the morning. I'll update you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll see what happens and go from there. And yes, here's the face right now. See you tomorrow, bright and early. It is just after 9 a.m. the following morning, and I'm impressed. Two things that I've noticed to take into account. My pores around my nose area were significantly enlarged prior to using the pad, and now they're shrunken down. They're miniature, it seems. I don't know if you can really tell. I don't know. It's really gross. But also, my zit here was at a tip point last night, and I did pop it. I probably shouldn't have. That's why it's red and inflamed. But it has gone down quite a bit, and it's not as bumpy. It was a significant bump earlier. I guess bumpy was the wrong word. You know what I'm trying to say. So also, I've been told by people I have really good skin. It hasn't always been the case. I feel like teenagers go through the pimples at pizza face sometimes, and that was me on and off, like in high school, especially with puberty and stuff. I was kind of a late bloomer. And anyway, I just know my grandma will say, like, you have nice skin, and I've been complimented, and that's very sweet of people. That's cool that people notice that. For me, I haven't really had an outbreak for quite some time, and that could be partly due to the IUD, different hormones, growing up, I don't know. But yes, that is something else to consider, so I like it. We'll see what else it can do. We'll see what else happens, so yeah. Hi. Oh, are you stabilized? Okay, you're on TP right now, so you're kind of wobbly. Alright, so it's been a couple of days since my first try with the Medicube here, and let's do it tonight before I go to bed. I washed my face, so that's all good. And now we're going to go ahead and use the product again. So, my sister told me not to do it every night because it can be kind of harsh and intense on the skin, which is understandable. I can see that. It does feel very, how do I describe the feeling? Like, not like thick or anything crazy, but it just seems strong, I guess. Like, I can feel the product working. I'm just switching off from side to side, around the face, on the face, on the jawline, down the nose, away from my eyes. And I have two blemishes. This one was 2 days ago more inflamed, and now it's this side's turn. So I'm really gonna try to get that area, get my forehead as well. It does feel very cleansing though, like a very clean feeling, very fresh, very brightened, and that's what it does apparently, like it brightens your skin. I'm gonna try this, see if this works. I'm gonna press down on the zit, and then in circular motions just go around it. I don't know if that will help or do anything. I think I've used both sides. I'm still asleep. No, I'm not still asleep. The day's over. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm almost asleep, and I took my sleep ed, so I'm kind of out of it. But yes, very impressed with the product so far. This first sit in the span of less than like 2 days, there was a skep because I did pick it before using the product. But I remember I noticed it, and I was like, perfect day to use the Medicube, right? And when I picked it, it turned into a scab shortly after, and then I picked the scab off today. I know that was bad, and there was nothing there, like a slight raised skin portion. Doesn't make any sense. It was slightly raised, like a little bump, but nothing like this. This guy's huge, so maybe it will be a tip tomorrow, maybe we'll figure this out. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed before I continue to not make any sense because I'm so tired. Okay, bye. Whoa, 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 whoa. Guys, we gotta fix this. It'd be like 3:30 a.m. It's early morning. And yes, I once again fell asleep on the couch. A bad habit that I've been desperately trying to break and not doing a very good job of. Actually, I have been doing pretty good. But tonight, I was slip up and I fell asleep on the couch again, makeup on, contacts in, teeth not brushed, the whole thing. So what we're going to do is take off the makeup and then apply some Medicube pad and then properly go to bed. Just kidding. I feel like it's too into the next day to even sleep in my bed tonight. It doesn't make sense. So, be right back. There, that's better, much better, and I'm still half asleep, but we're gonna fix that. So we got the makeup off, we got the teeth brushed, we're gonna get contacts out in a sec, but first, Medicube is happening. Now, I'm not gonna do this tomorrow, but I am doing this technically Wednesday night / Thursday morning. But yes, I will upload this video, this review for Medicube on Friday, and we'll do a little check-in on Friday morning, so like 24 plus hours from now because it's very early right now. Yeah, let's just glaze over. That's a pretty word to describe this. Glaze over. I'm like so asleep. I'm not making sense, am I? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Oh my gosh, I need to stop talking and just go to bed. We'll get all the areas of the face. It is very soothing. It feels so clean and fresh. Hopefully this doesn't wake me up too much. I gotta get to bed. But it just feels very safe on the skin. Okay, now I'm not making sense. It's time to go to bed, Emily. Like what? Don't be silly. Alright, time to go to bed. Good night. Tomorrow, I love ya. Coming at you bright and early. Will probably regret waking up so early, but I just couldn't help it. When I sleep on the couch, I don't even know. I have no control over myself anymore, and my sleep is all wonky and crazy and cuckoo and chaotic. It is just that. Okay. What this is a review about the Medicube. So last night, after several days of not using it, I got to apply it to my face, all over the base of my face. And this is what we're looking at. And that blemish that was on my chin, I had one here, at 2 different times and eventually at the same time. It's crazy. This second one went away, I would say by day 2 after having used it, and then not the next couple days. It went away, I would say on its own, but I really think it was greatly influenced by the Medicube. It's completely flat now, no blemish, no sign. So I know that it does help with that. It does reduce problems, irritations, and I mean, who isn't irritated about their skin sometimes? Anyway, so check back tomorrow morning, which will be Friday morning, which will be soon. I feel like this can't be true, but it just feels so real. I've probably been wearing this shirt for like 3 days in a row. I know in the last look I definitely was. But this is just to end the review for the beloved Medicube. So I've been using this for like a week and a half, on and off. I would say don't use it every night. My sister said the same thing. She tried it first. She kind of got me onto this. But I would say it could strip the skin. It is very strong, but it's also very light. It's very cleansing. It's very freeing of the skin. But I would definitely not overuse this. This is something you don't want to do all the time, every single day or night. I just do once a day, every night. Skipping nights, which didn't make sense. I was still asleep. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't use it all the time every single day. I would skip days, and especially before big events, and if you have any flare-ups, use it definitely. So before my wedding day, you best believe. So this is the face we are looking at. So I feel like my face has pink undertones and I look like I'm blushing 24/7. I do have some pinkness, not so much redness. So that's just my natural skin texture and coloring. But I feel like it's done a good job. I mean, I had those two zits you saw. I had those two zits on my chin at 2 different times and eventually at the same time. And they're completely gone. I think I'd probably still have them had I not used the Medicube the past week and a half. So very impressed. I've noticed it does close the pores. I've had big pores around my nose area going into my cheeks. That has been reduced. I use it all over my face, forehead as well, every corner, every crevice, and I'm very impressed. So I will be buying this very infrequently because I'm not using it as often. So highly recommend, worth the money, and I'm impressed. Okay, bye.